Very well.
Okay, Neil. So let's taste the wine
taste.
and see what we get in here.
Alrighty.
Okay. So this 2005 Burgundy have a lot of very good reviews out there. Let's see how it does with us.
Alrighty.
Okay. So the first thing that we always try to find like a white piece of paper. That's the best way to give you pretty much how the wine is, the color is showing, isn't
Yes.
it? So the first we're going to look at the video, at the visual.
Okay.
What's important in the visual? What do we think the visual is
I look for depth of color, depending on whether it's white or red, as an indication of how old or how the wine was aged. I also look for clarity, vibrancy. By vibrancy, I mean how alive is it? It's a variable. It's really hard to explain, but sometimes wines look dull, and sometimes they look very alive. And that's what I mean by vibrancy.
And I also look at make sure the wines are not cloudy, even though cloudiness doesn't mean that the wine is not good, but just make sure the wine kind of shines through and it looks very good. So this wine will say it has a very nice golden color, don't you think?
Yep, with maybe a little hint of almost like a golden delicious apple almost.
Like a golden delicious, which is for a wine so young, you know, I expect it to be maybe a little bit more green.
I would, yes.
Than it be this kind of golden color.
But we have to also keep in mind the nature of the vintage. 05 they had a very long growing summer in Burgundy, which means that the grapes fully ripened. And as you know, that doesn't always happen in this part of the world.
That explains something. So I'm gonna give you my score here for the visual. So we do it very quick. Now we go into the aroma. Let's see. To me, it's probably the most important thing in a wine. I think the nose is pretty much how I taste wine personally. You correct me if I'm wrong, Neil.
No,
I mean you probably have a different way to do it, but that's basically my strong point.
Without being able to gauge the aroma of a wine, it will be impossible to figure out what it tastes like. You know, the human tongue only tastes 4 flavors. It's what you taste is usually a composite of what you're smelling, as opposed to what's going on what's happening on the tongue. And the aroma is, I think, next to the actual taste of the wine, is tantamount.
Personally, for me, it's a very important part of the tasting. So let's see what we get in here. I get a little bit of hint of oak, and pretty much French oak, not that much. I get like some apples in here.
Apples, maybe a little bit of lychee nut, and maybe almost like Chinese, like a water chestnut, almost.
We always, over here at Neil, always guess this name. I don't know where they come from, but not always make me think and all this. I always get almost basically the same 4 things. Maybe because I can hardly pronounce the ones that I get in there. Okay.
No, but
so on the nose, it's showing everything in a Chardonnay should show.
Chardonnay
here.
from this part of the world.
From this part of the world is great. It has a very good aromas. I really like the nose on this.
You know, you can also pick up a little bit of tartness on the nose too. I mean, which is a good sign, because I definitely, there's going to be a very nice acidity in this as well in the palate, or at least there should be.